continues to shine and be very productive at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to keep you posted on how he plays here in the first quarter. They're feeding him early and often. He's in the script. Can he keep the momentum going? We'll find out. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. Midway through the season, now staying in that top 25, staying relevant in the playoff discussion, that's a big deal. But what do they need to do in the second half of the schedule here?
Less attention to the number beside their name, more attention to what's still out there to be played for. There's the college football playoff, there's big bowl games. There's a lot out there still that you've got to win. That's the key right now in the second half of the season, taking one game at a time and making sure you leave it all out on the field.
No doubt, because you don't know what's going to happen in the top 25 around you. You don't know who's going to lose. We've seen it now. More parity with transfer portal and NIL, more losses and upsets that you're like, that would never happen, and then you're right back in it.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Washington. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Ducks send out the punt unit. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Snags a quick pass on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season?
There's some room. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Unloads quickly.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the Cougars come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. The tight end gets the handoff on 3rd and short. You don't see that every day. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, BYU! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Looking for space. It's Hill. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Washington. Under fire. On target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. Ripping through the defense. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here's a heat. And down he goes.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football.
Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Right back to him on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Wow, what a big play by that defender. And how about the hit stick tackle? Woo! That ball carrier's going to remember that.
First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Final play of the quarter coming. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the first quarter. They flipped into the field and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. To the air. It's Washington. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Hill. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games. Just
here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
My goodness, he unloads on that one. He makes the catch at the 10. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few per.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. 3rd down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the 1st down.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Trailing 7-0 as they try to get this offense humming. The run inside. It's Hill. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Catch in the middle, it's Hill. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Hey guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Off the play fake. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 40, there he goes. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right back to the well. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. Defense comes up with a huge stop and maybe forcing them into a field goal attempt. Looking for the fourth down conversion, BYU comes to the line. Trying to get it to the marker. Here's a little room there. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Fires into the end zone. Got it. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Buckmeyer. Here's the pressure. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown. And here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high. But this is one of those areas situationally in a game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Got enough for the first. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Well, so much for running out the clock. You get a huge play like that, and you're set up maybe to put points on the board before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the Oklahoma State Cowboys taking on the number 1 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Cowboys with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the number 1 team in the country. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus.
There he goes! And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the ground, he's got it again. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Yeah, I got to go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Looking for a man. It's Bachmeyer. That's caught. It's Phillips. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Looks as if BYU will have a first down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Stumbled to the ground.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Their first possession of this 3rd quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hampton. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Hill. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick them up, but they didn't block the most.
Makes the grab in their space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Ducks are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Hill. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Running inside. It's Hill.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Wide receiver going in motion. Gonna take a shot on 2nd and short. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
The Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Quarterback will keep it. Got some room headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Got it in the middle, it's Lions. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. To the air, it's Buckmeyer. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This offense trying to keep the momentum going. They scored the last time they had it. The defense got it back for them, and now a chance to take the lead.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Makes the grab. It's Gresham. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
I got to be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks. They have been so disruptive. Multiple guys up front winning their one-on-ones. And you got to give the D coordinator a ton of credit. He has dialed up the perfect plays in the perfect moments, and they have made this guy's life a living nightmare today.
And field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. Got the quick completion. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed...
Makes the catch, and he's free. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Here comes the heat. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On the move at the 30. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Cougar! Once he got some room, it was over.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Pocket breaking down. He's open on the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Breaks into the open. The 20. The 10. He is in. Touchdown, Ducks. The Ducks with the answer.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. They'll move the wide receiver. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose it.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Back to throw, it's Washington. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. It's on target and complete. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. BYU will try to finish this thing and run out the clock. Maybe a crease. Touchdown, BYU! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And here's the return. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry. sports. The Sooners ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cyclones offense will go to work first. And they're trusting this transfer senior quarterback to get things going. What a rough game he had in that loss last time out, throwing 3 interceptions. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be finding some room. Makes it past the marker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. If it works. They tried to follow up the big run with a pass and didn't work out for them.
No, that might be a good job by the defense. You know, sometimes when you give up runs, you get more aggressive. You want to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage, and you want to overreact. The defense stayed calm, stayed true, came up with a big sack the next play.
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Pressure coming. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 30. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. They stop him right at the 25-yard line. That's well short of the first down, certainly in field goal range, but let's see what they do here. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Got his man. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They give it to him again. Hard-hitting tackle.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Now, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
And the Cyclones will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the... They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Cyclones in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Got a man. It's Hayes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Taking it the other way. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. Extra point here will tie the game.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Back to throw, it's Rayner. And that's incomplete, a defender all. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. They'll start this drive with a pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Second down, he'll throw it. He'll pull it down and run. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He'll set up to throw. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Got the big tight end on the corner route. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Wants to throw it again. There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Absolute shank. Missed it. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. Iowa State sending the offense back out. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Under fire. He's going to run it. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide wide open downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Maybe some room here. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. Looking to pass. It's Rayner. Grabbed over the middle. It's Schmidt. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down. The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. Quick release on the RPO. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Cyclones trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Cyclones!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense will try to answer, and they need a touchdown. Finds us back in the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Well, look, they've got a 1st down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try. Might have a chance.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Fires to the big fella. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a 1st at the 29. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. It didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Dropping back, it's Rayner. Rushes on him, and it's a sack. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Quarterback making adjustments. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Offense in a bunch formation. The play-action fake. Hauls it in. Really nice pickup on that one as they... The offense comes out for what almost certainly will be its final drive late in the fourth quarter. Caught over the middle. It's Greenlaw. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Under fire. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quarterback got it himself. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. From the gun. Oh, they're after him. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw. It's Rayner. Here's a heat. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got two of those on that one. And the Cyclones want to crank the tempo. They've been running it, but now the pass. Got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. The Cyclones with a counterpunch. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to